Good day, learners! In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to measure polygons. So, tuturuan kita kung paano gamitin ang iyong protractor in measuring the polygons. This topic is actually part of your lesson on exploring regular and irregular polygons. Kung hindi mo pa napapanood yung video natin about using your protractor on measuring angles, mas magandang panoorin mo muna yon para mas madali mong maintindihan itong video. Okay, without further ado, let's start. Okay, so we have here a table we are going to complete. Our first column is the polygon. Second one is classification as to the number of sides, and then length of each side, measure of each interior angle, classification as to regular or irregular, and then last column is the sum of interior angles. So at the end of this video, we are going to complete this. Bibigyan ko kayo ng example kung paano gawin to para sa inyong activity ay mas madali nyong magawa. Okay, so we have the first polygon. Okay, we are going to find out kung ano ang kanyang classification according to the number of sides. So, bibilangin lang natin kung ilan yung sides niya. So, as you can see, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, there are 5 sides in this polygon. Therefore, this polygon is what we call a pentagon. Okay? Now, for the next column, we are going to find the length of each side. Okay, so now we are ready to measure the sides of the polygon using the ruler. Okay, so in choosing which side first, it's up to you. Pwedeng unahin kahit saan dyan. In my case, I'm going to start with the sides here at the bottom. So, reminder lang, in using your ruler, make sure na nakatapat yung ating endpoint dito sa 0 and not at the edge of the ruler. Kasi most of our ruler, nag-i-start po yung ating scale, hindi po sa edge. Dito po sa 0 talaga. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3. And we have here in between 3 and 4. Ibig sabihin, this is 3.5. So 3.5 centimeter. Okay, we can just write it here first. Pwedeng isulat muna natin dito. And then later on, saka natin siya i-transfer dito sa second column. Okay? I-measure muna natin lahat ng sides. Okay, next, pwede nating ikot-ikutin yung papel natin to measure. Okay, the second side, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0.5 din. So it's the same. It also measures 3.5 centimeter. Now, ibig bang sabihin lahat na ng sides ay 3.5? Okay, wag tayong pakampante. Okay, without measuring it first, hindi natin masasabing pantay-pantay. So, tingnan muna natin. We have to measure every side. Okay, let's see. So, we have 1, 2, 3.5 then. So, it's the same. 3.5 centimeter. And the last two, okay, it's also 3.5. Okay, 3.5 centimeter. And then, yung fifth side, also 3.5. So, there you go. We have confirmed that all the sides are 3.5 centimeter. Ibig sabihin, pare-parehas na. Okay? So, isulat lang natin dito sa second column. Since 3.5 naman lahat, we can just write here 3.5 centimeter is the length of each side. Okay, now let's proceed to the third column, wherein we are going to write here the measure of each interior angle. So in this case, hindi na tayo gagamit ng ruler, but rather we will now be using your protractors. So let's now measure the angle. Measure muna natin yung first angle dito sa baba. So itapat lang po natin yung ating vertex endpoint dito sa gitna ng ating protractor, dito sa center. Okay? And make sure na yung ating baseline ng protractor ay nakatapat dito sa ating line segment. Okay? So ulitin ko po, Doon sa previous video natin, I already explained here that in using your protractor, meron tayong dalawang line dito. So we have here the baseline. Ito po yung gagamitin natin at hindi itong second line which is the edge. Another thing is yung gagamitin yung scale. So meron tayong dalawang scale dito, either the inner scale or the outer scale. So nakadepende yan sa kung saan ang initial side at terminal side ng yung angle. So in our example here, ang ating initial side is this segment at ang ating terminal side is this segment. So we will start from this point going here o kaya naman ay pag ganon. So dito sa ating protractor, kung ang pipiliin mo is yung nandito sa inner scale, baligtad na siya since magsisimula siya from 180. Dapat dito ang simula niyan kung ito ang ginamit mo. So, ang gagamitin mo is yung nandito sa outer scale. So, from 0 going to 180. Okay, so try natin. Yan. So, from 0, hanapin mo yung tapat ng yung segment. Okay, which is this. Pero kung napapansin nyo, andito yung ating segment. Hindi siya umabot sa ating mga unit dito. So, mahirap natin tansyahin kung saang part dito yung unit or yung exact measurement niya. So, ang pwede natin gawin dito in this case is pwede nating i-extend yung ating mga segments. Lalong-lalo na kung mas maliit pa dito yung iyong i-measure na polygon. So, by using the straight edge of your protractor, pwede mong i-extend yung line segment para makita dito sa protractor. Okay, so try natin. So, tapat lang ulit natin yung center ng ating protractor sa vertex. Take note of the yung ating baseline. Dapat nakatapat sa segment. Ayan. So, bibilangin ngayon natin. So, since nakatapat siya dito in between 100 and 110, bibilangin mo lang yung mga lines dito para accurate yung unit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tumapat siya sa 108 degrees. So the measurement of this angle is 108 degrees. Okay? So para ma-check natin, mas maganda i-measure mo din yung ibang angles. Let's say, i-measure mo itong angle na ito. So, ikutin mo lang yung papel. And then, using your protractor, ilapat lang ulit natin. And make sure na lagyan ng extension yung ating segment para madaling makita yung measurement. Okay. So here, tignan natin. So 100 and 110. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, parehas din yung kanyang measurement. So this is also 108 degrees. Para makasiguro, pwede mo rin namang i-measure lahat. Okay, so here we can just write here 108 degrees. And then, sa lahat ng angles, pwede mo nang isulat yung 108. You can now write here on the third column the measure of each interior angle. You can say 108 degrees. Okay, ngayon, kung parehas ang kanyang pare-parehas ang length ng each side and also the measurement of each interior angle, what will now be the classification? Is it a regular or irregular polygon? Okay, this time, it will now be a regular polygon. Okay, now in the sum of interior angles dito sa last column, since we have 108 as the measurement of each interior angle, and we have 5 interior angles, we can just multiply it by 5. So we will have 540 degrees. Yun po yung ating sum of interior angles. Pag pinag-add natin lahat ng mga angles na nandito, it will be 540 degrees. Now, in number 2 example, as you can see, let's find first the classification of this polygon by counting the number of sides. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So meaning this is also a pentagon. Now, in measuring the length of each side, yung process na ginamit natin dito sa first example, ganun din ang gagawin dito. Using your ruler, you're going to measure each and every side of this polygon. Okay, so pag na-measure mo na, pwede mo nang i-transfer dito yung mga sides or yung mga lengths ng kanilang mga sides. So we have here 1.8 centimeter, 4.7 centimeter, 2.3 centimeter, 2 centimeter, and 4.3 centimeter. Kahit saan dito ang pwede mong unahin. Okay, now let's proceed to the measure of each interior angle. So dito, ganun ulit ang gagawin sa first example. I-measure lang natin yung mga angles niya using our protractor. Okay, reminder lang sa pag-measure ng inyong angle. Make sure lang na ang gamitin yung scale is yung tamang scale. Like for example, ito. If you are measuring this angle, okay, make sure lang na manggagaling ka sa 0, hindi sa 180. Kasi kapag itong nasa inner scale ang ginamit mo na number, magiging mali na yung equivalent ng iyong angle. Okay, so pag na-measure nyo na lahat ng mga angles dito, you can now transfer it here, the measure of each interior angle. And then, i-classify nyo na rin siya according to regular or irregular. So, kung sa tingin mo this is irregular or regular, isulat mo siya dito sa fourth column. And then lastly, you are now going to explore whether yung sum ng kanyang interior angles ay magkaiba dito sa first example. So I'm going to leave it to you, up to you. So you have to explore it on your own. Nang sa ganun ay mas matuto ka pa when it comes to the regular and irregular polygon. So that's the end of our video, and that's how you measure polygons. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang naiisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.